Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned into Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. With that, let's get up to Atlanta. We're standing by at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
I always enjoy reflecting on Matt Ryan's career at this stage because when he came out of the draft, he was the number 3 pick overall. There were plenty of doubters out there about whether he should have gone in that slot. I don't think you can find any of those doubters now. One of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner and number 1 overall pick from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
And when healthy, he's definitely flashed the arm talent that made the Rams take him at number 1 when he came out of Oklahoma. His calling card, accuracy. When you want to see someone put the ball where it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to be thrown, Sam Bradford's your guy.
Bradford going to lead the Cardinals up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
David Johnson's play has forced us to talk about him as one of the premier running backs in the NFL. Good size, so he can run inside and break through some tackles. Also has excellent speed, so he can get to the perimeter, turn the corner, and make it into a big gain. But he also relies on the fact that he was a college wide receiver at one point, and they can utilize him both out of the backfield and in the slot back position in order to get downfield and catch the football.
Play action now, Bradford. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Let's go!
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, a little 360. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Okay, Charles, defensive starter time for the Atlanta Falcons.
And let's spotlight Keanu Neal, the safety out of Florida. So big, so athletic. Many thought they might make him an outside linebacker, but I think they're going to use him as a hybrid outside linebacker, strong safety, kind of in the Cam Chancellor mode in Seattle.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
On play action, Bradford. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Bryce Butler, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here now come the Falcons, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Chandler Jones had a nice run in New England, but I think he's found a real home in Arizona with their pressure package and their ability to utilize him in various ways. Standing up as an outside linebacker, he can come off the edge or loop inside in pass rush. And they can also put his hand down on the ground in pass rush situations and let him try and win against offensive tackles.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. 7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A play fake. Bradford. And Gresham has it left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Now Bradford. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Bradford in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Pressure brought in and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. Working out of the gun. Bradford. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Johnson, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Yeah, good job, Bo. That's the way to make it spin, baby. That's the way to make it spin.
Extra point try now for Dawson. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Back 25! Back 25, sit down!
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 38.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Hey, let's go!
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, boys, we got 4. Hey, like 25!
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Throwing again, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Ryan will throw again. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 3 yards out. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And our focus now moves on to Larry Fitzgerald. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, he's daytime. He's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he was able to get out there quick and fire away.
A first down throw for Bradford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Automatic first down.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Final play of the half. Bradford into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Sam Bradford heading back out as he and his offense get ready to go again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Bradford going to lead the Cardinals up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And they start the second half with Johnson. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down, Bradford. And his throw here's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try to throw now. Bradford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Dawson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send this one away on the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And we roll tape now on his solid performance.
And what we've been seeing so far is a great combination of finesse and aggressiveness in running his routes and making plays. That's what you want in any type of a receiver. The guy knows exactly what to do on a given play and ends up making the plays that help your team win.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he spins away. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ryan now off the bootleg. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10 now, Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Corey Peters in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock the outlet away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On first down, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Ryan on first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. third down. Johnson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And Dawson's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send this one away on the kickoff. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Throwing now is Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now it's Ryan. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 46. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Dawson for the extra point. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Floating one, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a third down. To throw again is Ryan. And that is incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.